Moments after a guy set up a tetherball in some woods, a ferocious animal charged right at it. Tetherball is a timeless outdoor activity, but it's generally one that's enjoyed solely by humans. That is, until one guy decided to hang a tetherball up in the woods. Yes, it didn't take Mother Nature long to join in on the fun, as a ferocious beast rampaged towards the ball dangling from a rope. The resulting footage captured on a nearby hidden camera is astonishing to watch. Nature can be pretty brutal sometimes. After all, there are all sorts of terrifying and deadly animals out there. Snakes that can eat you whole, or bears that will chase down even the fastest sprinters. Yes, there are plenty of creatures you wouldn't want to come across in the middle of the woods. Staying out of the way of these animals, then, is fundamental to ensuring your continued survival. One YouTuber, Marty Todd, apparently wasn't worried about any of that, however. So in March 2015, he decided to set up a tetherball in the woods in Nelson, New Zealand, where he lives off the grid. Then he installed a couple of hidden cameras to record the action, and uploaded the resulting footage to his YouTube channel. As the video begins, Todd can be seen hoisting up lines of rope for the tetherball across a path that cuts through the forested area. Indeed, it's beset by branches and foliage on either side, painted with a lush palette of greens and browns, an idyllic setting for the impending showdown between beast and ball. The clip then shows Todd fixing a hidden camera into place in the bushes beside the path. Afterwards, it segues to a scene later that same day, now undisturbed by Todd or anyone else. The tetherball, meanwhile, still hangs in place, directly over the path. And then 3 sheep and 1 large ram come bounding down the track into the camera's view. While the sheep are content to carry on, ignoring the tetherball altogether, the ram stops in its tracks. Clearly, his curiosity has been piqued by this strange object dangling in the air. And so he turns around, backing away from the ball, seemingly to allow himself a decent run up to it. At this point, the sheep halt their energetic run to see what's taking the ram so long. And as they look back, they see him charging in a full sprint towards the ball. As he makes contact, the ball swings high in the air. But what goes up must come down, and so too does a tetherball, hitting the ram squarely in the face. However, the ferocious animal doesn't so much as flinch. In fact, he barely reacts at all, other than to apprehensively watch the ball swing around wildly on his tether. Then, apparently having had enough, the beast charges again, only to achieve the same result. Indeed, the ram's newfound nemesis is seemingly unperturbed by its attacker. By this point, however, he seems to have come to terms with the ball and begins sniffing around at the ground for something more interesting. Until, that is, the still swinging ball collides with his hide one too many times, and the ram consequently resumes his attack. The other sheep, meanwhile, still seem totally nonplussed. Eventually, the ram decides to step up his game and retreat some distance down the path. Then he launches forward, sprinting up to the tetherball to strike it with a force that would surely do some serious damage to any human or animal on the receiving end. The tetherball, however, is simply launched even further, faster, and higher into the air. And yet, the rope still holds. Indeed, the ball reaches its zenith and once again swings back down. Presumably thinking the quality of the path has something to do with it, the animal begins clearing away some of the loose gravel with his hooves, so that he will have a clearer run up to the ball. Eventually, one of the other sheep returns to see what the fuss is all about. However, it doesn't join in with the ram, who carries on his assault on the ball, barely noticing his woolly companion. Clearly, the YouTube video's description isn't wrong. The beast genuinely can't resist a good ramming session. Yes, the video was uploaded to YouTube by Todd, who goes by the highly appropriate online username Angry Ram, in March 2015. Todd adopted the ram, which he's affectionately nicknamed Rambro, from a sheep farmer who had intended to have the animal put down because of his aggressive nature. Rambro is an Arapara sheep, a rare breed found mostly, if not exclusively, on New Zealand's Arapawa Island. And since 2013, he's been an internet sensation, pulling in millions of views via Todd's YouTube channel. Indeed, the pair get up to all sorts of hijinks on Todd's 100 acres of land. Todd's Angry Ram channel now has 229,000 subscribers, with dozens of videos attaining thousands and millions of views. This particular video was no different either, racking up more than 13 million views and 136,000 likes. And plenty of people have weighed in, with more than 11,000 comments on the tetherball clip. Several of the comments picked up on Rambro's clear ability with the ball. Mahir Cave, for instance, joked, "That ram plays soccer better than I do." And Daniel wrote, "Better than Messi, this ram should play for Real Madrid." Anton Croft, meanwhile, pointed out that Rambro probably knew what he was doing. "Rams are more intelligent than you think, smarter than most dogs in fact," the YouTuber wrote. The ram was having fun using the ball as exercise and practice. The ram did not look angry or territorial at all in this video, At first just curious about the ball, but realized it's good fun and exercise, so kept rhyming it. Todd's first video with Rambro went viral in 2013, racking up more than 3.3 million views. In the 1 minute and 34-second clip, Todd rides his motorcycle along a dirt path similar to the one in the Tetherball video and comes across Rambro, who then charges at Todd's bike and knocks him over. Since then, however, the beast has become a bit more tolerant of his owner. Indeed, in another video, Rambro can be seen charging at a bag of insulation fiber held up by Todd. And as one user pointed out, what's really funny is how Rambro no longer goes out of his way to attack the guys and instead directs his unending fury on the things that they give him. It's the equivalent to raising a Pokemon. Yes, it seems Rambro has indeed found a new lease on life thanks to Todd. While he may still be just as angry as he was when his previous owner planned to put down the ferocious beast, he now has a way to vent that anger in a healthy environment, whether it's charging at bags of insulation fiber or playing tetherball in the woods.